Give us a, let's start from the top, which is, what does UAP Holdings do?
Okay, thank you very much, Larry. It's a pleasure to be with you and your team. Now, UAP Holdings is one of the most progressive regional financial services group. Our core interest is insurance. We currently operate in 3 markets. That's Kenya, South Sudan, and Uganda. In Kenya, we own 3 businesses. That's UAP Insurance Kenya, which is currently 3rd largest in market share. Recently, UAP Insurance Kenya won General Insurance of the Year award. We also own a life insurance business, UAP Life Assurance, and we own a property company called UAP Properties, which is the developer for some of the key property projects we undertake in this market. In Uganda, we own 3 companies. That's UAP Insurance Uganda, which is a company which was established in 1971. We have a majority stake in that company. We entered into the market in 2004. Currently, UAP Insurance Uganda is the 2nd largest by market share and growing quite rapidly, and we're confident in the next few years it should be a market leader. We also own a company called UAP Financial Services, which is a stock brokerage company and fund management. It's got a stockbroking license, fund management license, and financial advisory license. So we provide those kind of 3 services. The company is a member of the Uganda Securities Exchange, and we're working very hard to position it in the market. We also own a property company, UAP Properties Uganda. It's a developer to UAP Nakawa Business Park. Nakawa Business Park is currently the largest commercial development in Kampala, Uganda, which will come into market end of this year. It's about 250,000 square feet. And finally, South Sudan, we have UAP Insurance South Sudan, right, which is the largest insurance company in South Sudan, and of course UAP Properties, which is also undertaking a key development, commercial development in South Sudan.
We'll talk about the insurance and the real estate businesses in just a moment, but you're raising 750 million shillings in a public offer. What do you need these funds for?
Now, maybe just to take a step back. Now, the intention of going to market was conceived last year, and we started the process. The initial idea was to do an IPO before the end of last year, right. But as I appreciate, the markets were not in a good state, and therefore commercially didn't make a lot of sense to do an IPO. So what we did, the board approved the management to engage with private equity investors to raise the capital, because the capital was required to fund a couple of projects. So we've managed to conclude successfully a transaction with 3 international private equity fund managers with a focus in Africa, right. And in total we managed to raise $55 million. Now, in addition to that, the board approved for us to do a public offer. Well, that means that we'll be offering UAP Holdings shares to the public. We are only offering shares worth 750 million shillings to bring the total amount which we raise to about 5.4 billion. Now, the strategy of doing a public offer is to increase the shareholders in UAP Holdings from the current 30 to about 1,000 or more, so that in about 12 to 18 months we can list by introduction.
So that plan to list is still there?
The plan to list is still there, but will be in a period of 12 to 18 months. And the public offer rules, once you do a public offer, you're required to list within at least within 12 months and beyond. So within 12 to 18 months we hope to list.
You're in Kenya, you're in Uganda and South Sudan. You've talked about entering markets like DRC and Tanzania. What's the update on that?
Now, the update is we're on track. I think our Pan-African growth strategy is on track. Last year, the board affirmed a strategy, if you like, the Pan-African strategy for UAP. And what the board affirmed is that UAP will accelerate its vision to be a Pan-African financial services group, the most innovative Pan-African financial services group. So currently, we are executing a growth strategy for UAP by going into new markets, right. Markets which we believe the growths are very, very good and very attractive. So this year we're looking to go into entering into Tanzania through a potential acquisition, Rwanda through a greenfields, and DRC through a greenfields. So all those plans are on track, and we hope to hit those markets before the end of the year.
You talk a lot about property and the amount of investment you're putting around here. Why do you feel so strongly about that, not just in Kenya but in the region?
Well, Larry, it's because of opportunities. I think the opportunities are very attractive. Being a co-insurance group, as you appreciate, we collect lots of premiums, and I think for us it's very, very important that the premiums we collect, we manage them prudently. If you look at UAP group portfolio, it's one of the most balanced in the market. Our property exposure is about 30 to 35, equity is the same, and then bonds the same exposure. So it's a fairly balanced portfolio. But because of this growth that we're going through, I think it's important that we continue to identify attractive opportunities to make investment. So we've identified real estate as one of the key if you like sectors for as part of our investment strategy.
Right.
So we'll continue investing in real estate. So as I said, we have ongoing commercial developments in those markets. But right now we have come up with a new real estate strategy, and we hope to take advantage of very good opportunities we see in real estate.
I want to sneak in this in 10 seconds or less.
Yes.
1 billion shillings pre-tax profit last year. What is the outlook like?
Very good, very good. I think we're very strongly positioned. The outlook is fantastic. It's a very, very strong and dynamic team. I think a lot of the strategy we're executing, we're starting to see very positive benefit. And
right.
Remember, now that we have new investors, we've injected about 4.7 or 5 billion shillings. I mean, that money would definitely make the company stronger and do much, much better.